1800s.
My parents did have, well, early 19s. My parents did have some tintype photos from their family.
Families. Yeah.
But both my parents were born in the 20s. So.
Mm-hmm. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
And today we're reviewing a bottle that I had been looking for 4 years?
I don't know.
Something like that. We went to a local bourbon bar.
Yep.
Was it Bin 115 or Bin 151?
Bin 151. I think it's Bin 151.
Something like that. In Cornelius, North Carolina. And this might have been
massive selection.
Oh my God, a huge selection. This might have been the last pour that I had of our evening. But I remember taking this and thinking, crap, is Eagle Rare my favorite bourbon? Or is Old School Tintype Series 1 my favorite bourbon? And we just reviewed an Old Kirk that I know beat Eagle Rare. So Eagle Rare is no longer my favorite bourbon. It's Old Kirk single barrel. But
so you can have two different ones. You can have one that's actually available and one that's unattainable.
That is gone.
Yes.
So we're going to see if Old Soul beats my actually attainable favorite, Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare. Okay.
So Old Soul, a distillery in Jackson, Mississippi.
It's actually Cathead Distillery.
Cathead Distillery. Jackson, Mississippi. So Old Soul Tintype. This is
now they are sourcing their
this is now. MGP juice distilled in Indiana. This is 59.75% alcohol by volume, so 119.5 proof. Uncut, unfiltered. This is series number 1, and it is 7 years old.
And I walked into this in the tiniest little town that is almost not a town.
Coolamy,
North Carolina, at an ABC store, and walked in. And if it hadn't been sitting by Old Soul bottles, I might have missed it. So it is 119.5 proof, and it is 7 years old. So
a little grainy on the nose. Now I will say, this was 4 or 5 years ago. We went to
maybe not that long.
Three at
the most, yeah.
So 3-ish years ago, which is really when
it was my birthday. You were taking me there.
Yes, it was, and it was a while ago at the beginning of my bourbon journey, I will call it. So Eagle Rare was the only bourbon that I had consistently that I had said, oh, you know what? Yeah, I like that. So which has probably been a little bit a small bit of bias towards Buffalo Trace and mainly Eagle Rare product. So as we've been doing these videos, a lot of things have gotten really close to that mark. There's certainly some ryes that I liked more than just regular old 10-year-old Eagle Rare. But we haven't found a bourbon until that Old Kirk that really gave it a run for its money. So
we may have to put that Old Kirk video out early.
Yeah.
We have to insert that in here very quickly.
Yeah, we have plenty of videos I could push back. We've got some stuff that's not necessarily popular in the mainstream at the moment I can push back. So this is a little grainy on the nose for me.
It is a bit.
It's got a nice sweetness.
But it's very well. It does have a sweetness.
Yeah.
Nothing's standing out.
It reminds me a bit of the Old Kirk, just because everything was so blended.
That's why I was saying this is melded very well. Very dark too.
Super dark.
In the bottle, it's exceedingly dark.
God.
It's nowhere near as dark in the glass.
Yeah, in the glass, it's still really dark.
Yes.
Which, I'm gonna grab a bottle of Eagle just to put next to it real quick.
You'll probably find one up there.
Maybe 7. I could find a gallon of it somewhere too.
Yeah, I do have one of those.
So I'll stick it next to it. It's darker.
Definitely is darker.
It's much darker.
And Eagle's 10 years old.
Yeah, but this is almost 120 proof. This is 90 proof.
True.
So that's what you're going to run into. But Eagle has been dethroned as my, without a doubt, favorite bourbon by that Old Kirk. Here.
Gosh, there's a sweetness here.
Yeah, there's a sweetness. There's a little bit of a spice. You can smell the barley in it.
A little bit, yeah.
You smell. I'm going to go in for my first sip.
It's just there's an I want to add a drop of water just to get it to open, but I don't want to do it till I sip. So.
Whew.
Proof comes in a little higher.
Yeah. That drink's higher than 119.5. Closer to 130, 126-ish. Somewhere in that range. We've had enough bourbon and rye to be able to accurately place these.
Because this is probably our
65th, 70th.
It's at least our 10th or 12th tonight.
Yeah.
This evening.
Total like 70, 75.
And it's not even
65.
8 o'clock yet.
Yeah. We got at least one more video to do.
Molasses.
It's like a thick sweetness, but there's a nice oakiness.
Yes. The
and
oakiness
a nice
is
level
there.
of spice.
The oak is there.
Mm-hmm.
This really covers the whole palate.
With that drop of water. This is reminiscent of what I had at that bar. Almost perfectly balanced on the nose.
It is a great balance. I mean, and it's actually a great balance on the palate as well. It is.
Yes. Yeah. I've liked the other Old Soul stuff that I've tried. This in particular, just my first sip and the nosing that we've done with water and without.
So are they aging this a bit long? Once they get it from MGP, are they aging it a bit long? I think they're aging it a bit more.
I think they're aging it when they receive it.
Yeah.
They're probably getting the barrels and letting them age a little longer.
I think that's the truth.
They're probably getting the barrels around 2-3 years old and letting them
maybe
sit
more,
in Jacksonville. Because this drink...
Jackson, not Jacksonville.
Sorry, Jackson. Sitting in that hot climate longer. Because if this was a 7-year-old Kentucky, it would not bring this level of oak and wood sugar sweetness.
Now the molasses that's coming through here, that's coming out of that oak wood sugars, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Whew. It's a little spicier than the bottle we had.
It definitely has some spice on it.
Yeah.
It's got some rye in here in the mash bill.
Mm-hmm. I know for sure this was what we tried was Series 1. So I remember I went up to the bar and asked to see the bottle.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what this is.
Yeah. So it's the same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
I just didn't know it was Tintype. I knew we had Old Soul.
Yes, it was.
Because we had some Old Soul.
Mm-hmm. We had some barrel proof stuff that they had put out, which was MGP product, which this is as well. They're working towards their own distillate at this point. I really like a simple label that doesn't have too much to it. And I've recently, the last couple of weeks, kind of played around with our own, brand, a couple of brands of bourbon. And this kind of label, I kind of drew a little inspiration from, of just a nice image and then your information below it.
A Tintype picture. And this is way, way, way before both of our times.
Yes.
But my parents did have, early 19s. My parents did have some Tintype photos from their families.
Yeah.
But both of my parents were born in the 20s. So
so their parents would have been born in the
1890s.
Yeah.
Yes, in general, yes.
Yeah. Minimum.
Probably, yes.
True. They're probably having kids a whole lot younger than people are nowadays.
Got to have somebody to work the farm.
That's why you guys had 5. You got 4 other siblings.
Yep.
Wasn't your farm necessarily, but we're working on farms, that's for sure.
We just helped out with others, and it's how you make money.
Yeah, I want to put another drop in here.
I added a second drop on just the touch that I've got left in the glass.
Mm-hmm.
The nose is phenomenal.
I love the nose on this.
And in general, though, I love the Old Soul.
Old Soul has
Old Souls
really
I've
good
had,
products.
They've been really, really good.
I cannot wait for their own distillate to come out. Because I think if they're, there are different ways to source your whiskey. You can provide your mash bill and your yeast to the distiller that you want to make your product.
And have them do it. Yes,
and they
contract
can make
distill.
Mm-hmm. Or you can simply buy barrels from And obviously they will tell you the mash bill. They'll tell you how old it is when you buy it. And then you can decide what you want to do after you make that purchase. I think more distillers are leaning towards, hey, this is the mash bill I'd like for you to produce. Here's the yeast. I would like you to produce this mash bill with this yeast, and then give me the opportunity to give it a go at that point.
This is I will tell you, the other old souls that we have been considerably less expensive than this one. This one was about 130, 140, 145 with tax. So
thank you very much.
and I just happened to walk into this little store, and there it was. I was like,
yep.
And I didn't even know it was batch 1 or series 1
until I saw it.
And Josh asked me, he goes, that's series 1.
That is the very first one they probably, I mean, obviously it's the first one they put out.
Yeah.
But it's the first one we tried.
So
this is spicier than I remember. But I am finding myself leaning towards wanting that spice in. I think it's because I'm really liking rye whiskeys.
Liking the rye, yeah.
I mean, gosh, it's hard to say, but I think I've had ryes that I like better than bourbons, because we have given an A+ grade to a rye, which is sitting right there, and
another one over there.
If it has been an A+, it's been an A, teetering on the A+. And this and that Old Kirk.
This for me, I'll go ahead and call it. This is an A- for me.
I'm going to agree with you completely.
This is an A-.
Yep.
Definitely we'll be searching another bottle.
See if we can find a different series release.
If I can get the series 1, I'll definitely buy the series 1. I'd like to taste the others before I jumped into them too much, but I'd definitely like to have a backup bottle of this one.
Yeah. I mean, Old Soul's putting out great product.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
You have a cast strength pick you got from Chris.
Yes. In Davie County. Yes.
Davie County.
Yep.
North Carolina. And I really enjoy that. You got me a high rye, which is a Catawba County pick as well. And we have 3 or 4 other high rye picks right over there.
So you can tell we kind of like it.
Yeah, we enjoy it. It's spice forward, but it has a nice level of sweetness that goes in with it. Because we want to taste everything that we can. We don't want like a one-noter.
No.
A one-noter is a cheap bottle of whiskey. Yeah. Like Evan Williams Bottled and Bond is a nice one-note, sweet spice
$20, 100 proof, Bottled and Bond.
Yeah. If you want to spend $20 on a bottle, that is your everyday sipper.
There you go.
Easy peasy, no problems. But if you're going to spend almost $150 on a bottle, you want complexity. And this gives you complexity.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Speaking of which, we are very complex, but we need you to be very simple. And that is hit that like button.
Right over here.
Hit that subscribe button.
Right over there.
And if you see that notification bell, hit that as well.
Right over there.
And that way you'll get notified when we put out a video.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. So we don't expect you to be ready right at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Watch it whenever you want.
But they will be ready and waiting for you when you get off of work.
But when you watch it and you've enjoyed it so much, share it with your friends.
Please.
Shoot us a comment back. Let us know what you like or don't like.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people, I think, are in this for the money. And I won't lie.
Money would be good because it actually help us pay for these bottles.
Would it be nice to make some money on this?
Sure.
Of course.
Break even. Break even.
We're not going to lie.
Cameras are expensive. Batteries are expensive.
SD cards are expensive.
Yes.
Bottles are expensive. But
it's not all fun and games here.
I enjoy spending this time with you,
without a doubt,
trying these bourbons and also sharing it with everybody that we have the opportunity
and creating a history.
Yes.
That can be looked back on.
Yeah.
When I'm gone.
Well, when you're older, you can look back and enjoy them. Okay. I hope so, if you can remember. Well, A-, solid bottle. That's what I rate Eagle Rare. I think if we give this a little more time to open, it could. We might review this in a couple of months.
Yeah, let this one have some more oxygen in it. Let it sit in the glass a little bit longer.
And we did give this a significant amount of time.
We did. It had 20 minutes or so in the glass.
In the glass.
Yeah.
So really impressed with Old Soul. We'll definitely be looking for more Tintypes if we can find them.
This next week.
Yeah. We're headed to Kentucky, and we were going to
And
be
Tennessee. We're going to be in a lot of different places.
Yeah,
So
we're going to be looking for a lot of stuff, and hopefully we can get our hands on some of those highly sought after bottles that we've been looking forward to for the last like 6 months or so.
Absolutely. Not like we don't already have highly sought after bottles.
We do.
Yes.
There's some new stuff out there.
So thanks for being with us. And if I didn't say it already, our videos will get better with time, just like bourbon.
And as always, take care of yourselves.